Hey guys, I figured it was time to give you all an update as far as to what's going on with life, the wedding, some other not so great things, or at least one not so great thing. And I figured I would do this vlog with some nice drawing because, I don't know, figured it'd be nice to have something to look at other than my face. So, let's get into the paint. That's a weird way to word that. Let's do this. So, anyway, I guess the first thing is Molly and I got married, and my videos this year have been about one per day. It's not been great, so here is a representation of all of you guys this year whenever my videos have not been doing 2 a day. Let me just hang on, I gotta get some nice colors here. But the reason for that has been we've been doing a lot of wedding planning, and you guys have some nice little curls. Nice little curls there. I think there's a brown, like a little brown highlight right there, maybe here and here as well. This is what you guys look like. This is you right now. But yeah, we should be getting back. I've been talking to Dana, and she told me like, hey, I would do 2 a day if you would give me a schedule and make 2 a day. And I'm like, damn, you're right, I suck. She was nice about it, but it's all been on me. But we're gonna get back to 2 videos a day. And then you guys can go from this to this. I'm gonna do like a full body here of what you guys are gonna look like when you're happy that I've got 2 videos a day. Look at these nice little shoes you got. That one's pointy, because it's like the kicking shoe that you kick people in the shins with, which you shouldn't do. But you know, when you're upset, like sometimes you just can't help it. And we're gonna make a nice little gender neutral crotch region there, so that way you don't know what you guys are everything. You could be anything you want to be. Nice little torso. But we should be getting back to 2 videos a day. My goal is to start streaming more. There's nice little thumbs up because I'm streaming more and doing 2 videos a day again. And I've been streaming Fallout 4, which has been a lot of fun because I want to stream Fallout 76 when it comes out, but I've never streamed or recorded a Fallout game for you guys before, even though I've played them in the past. It was always just for fun. So that's because your head's tilted. You're like, oh, so happy. Let's do like a nice little happy expression. And then the tongue's like hanging out just a little bit right there. Let's thicken that tongue up. So yeah. 2 videos a day streaming Fallout 4, and maybe you guys saw that I was streaming Fallout 4 because I posted announcement videos, but I found out that I'm not allowed to post any more announcement videos. So if you guys want to see my live streams, if you want to make it to my live streams, you need to follow me on Twitch. Shit. Fuck. Follow me on Twitch. I'm twitch.tv/minion777. And on top of that, oh, that's not a racer. What is that? It doesn't have a mouth nose. Get out! Get fucked. Follow. Sorry. I'm sorry. Follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/minion777. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea trying to draw and vlog at the same time because I'm not really getting a whole lot accomplished of the talking part because I'm so focused on trying to make a great drawing. Hold on, we need to perk up that happy smile there. I'm not trying to give you guys all mustaches, but it kind of just happened. So let's try to get rid of your mustachios there. 'Cause, you know, not everyone wants that. Beards and stashes aren't for everybody. Or you should also follow on Twitter. Now, I'm not just trying to like plug my socials here for no reason. Like, I really don't care if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or Twitch. Like, you don't have to. But if you want to see the streams, you're gonna have to, because I can no longer post announcement videos for live streams. YouTube is giving not copyright strikes, they're giving channel strikes to people who do that. It's considered spam and promoting an outside source, which has always been against the rules, but not always enforced. They just now started enforcing it. So, I can't post live streams anymore, and if you guys want to see them, you're gonna have to either follow on Twitch, be really good guessers, follow on Twitter, and like have notifications. You'll also go to turn notifications on Twitch. So if you want to see the stream, turn on notifications and follow. Following is free, only subscribing costs money on Twitch. So you don't have to pay or anything like that to watch the streams. There's no like charge, so you guys don't have to like pay money to watch old videos of streams. So if you want to catch up on like the Fallout 4 series or anything else, you can, without having to pay anything. You can just go to my Twitch page, twitch.tv/minion777, look at the video log, and I'll try to remember to link some of this stuff. Or Dana, if you want to like put a thing that says like, here's what Wade just said, click it and shit. That way you guys can see. Let's put a little bit of red because it's nice maroon hair. Got like some little maroon strands in there. That looks nice. Look how happy you guys are that I'm doing 2 videos a day again. I gotta give you some clothes. Let's give you a nice little turtleneck here. It's also gonna be maroon because I forgot to go back to another color, with some green 7s because we're all part of the Minion army here. It's gonna have a little black line there to go with our black pants. They're not khakis, because not everyone wears khakis like I do. Maybe you should, but not everyone does. People make mistakes. I forgive you. Some good pants. Let me go back to this nice maroon for these little sleeves, which are also turtleneck. They're turtleneck sleeves. They're sleever necks. So there's that. So yeah, I'd like you guys to all come to the live streams, because whenever I post a YouTube video, a whole lot of you come to the streams, and when I don't post a video announcing a stream, like not as many of you show up. And I like, you know, if you guys don't want to come to the stream, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I fully understand, but I don't want you guys to not come to the streams because I'm not announcing. I don't want it to be on my end. Like I don't want you guys to be upset with me for not letting you know that I'm streaming. So the best way, the only real way you can do that now is by following on Twitch, having notifications turned on, because apparently you've got to go through like 100 steps to do any of this shit. Or follow me on Twitter and have notifications on, so that way whenever I tweet out like, hey, I'm going live, you'll see that. And I apologize for that. It shouldn't be this complicated, but YouTube, as they've been doing the last several years, are making all of the wrong decisions. And it's upsetting. It's really sad. But what can you do? I mean, I understand that Twitch is a competitor, but they're not doing themselves any favors. People are getting mad at them for this, like, for good reasons. You know, they allowed us to like integrate links to other websites. So I'm pretty sure, you know what? Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull up my YouTube page. I'm gonna take a look at this. So if you guys want to follow along, go to youtube.com/user/LordMinion777, and you're, let's see what this says. Yeah, so if you look up on my the image that was made with me like holding the Minecraft sword and the zombie and the creeper, Slender and the goat. If you guys look at that image, I forget what the actual image thing is called on here. It's the back, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about, the header image. On the bottom right, you'll see a link to FanFiber for merchandise, to Google+, to Twitter, to Facebook, to Twitch, to Tumblr. You see links to all of those things right there. So I can post links to other pages. Built into their site is a way to do that, but I can't make a video saying I'm streaming on Twitch. I can have a link right there. You can click on the link. It takes you straight to my Twitch page. Yep. I'm gonna close it because it's gonna auto host, but yeah, I can do all of that, but I can't announce that I'm streaming and actually tell you guys when to go. I can send you there any time of the day, but if I make a video specifically saying you should go there now, I'm spamming. That's YouTube and their new policies. All right, so this is us right now. This is all of us at YouTube. In fact, we're very sad, and we got some tears going down. And let me make some nice little tears. What's this do? Okay. Well, we're feeling very blue. That's what that does. I'm not an artist. I don't know if you guys could tell. I mean, obviously I'm pretty good, but we're very sad. This is us at YouTube right now, not letting us make announcement videos. Even our nose is like dripping a little bit, which is kind of gross, but I mean, you know, it happens. Whenever you're crying, your nose gets a little snotty, and you know, I mean, even heck, let's we got some ears here, which also need to be blue. So okay, there we go. That's nice. That's very nice. And our ears are also are leaking just right out of the ears. Because we're very sad. We're upset with YouTube, like taking this away from us. So that's us at YouTube. And that's that drawing. We're gonna move on to the next drawing and talk about some other things. God help us. Oh no. New document. Save that. We'll save that as... What pictures do I have on here? Camera roll, emotes, saved pictures, screenshots, Uplay, wedding, Fallout 4 logo, Joseph C. That was for Kuro. Kuro, that one's for you, if you're watching. Question mark, which is just a red question mark I used for an announcement video. Rest in peace, Steam friends, and Sea of Thieves. Okay. So that's that news. As far as traveling, let's draw a nice little airplane. If you guys want to see us this year, I don't know that we'll be at PAX West. Originally, I thought maybe we would be. That's my plane. That's my sound effects of a plane. It's got a nice little fin there. I don't think planes have fins here, only sharks do, but we're gonna give our plane a fin here, because why not? I mean, fins are cool, so... oh yeah, look at that sweet fin. Yeah, we'll thicken this one up too, and we'll give it like a nice little... So, as far as travels go, I will be back in Amsterdam, July 12th, 13th. I think we fly out like on the 11th. We fly out on a Wednesday, basically. And I think July 14th, let me double check this. I don't want to give you guys wrong information. Yeah, so July 14th, we will be doing 2 shows in Amsterdam. The You're Welcome tour is going back to make up for the 2 shows we missed in Amsterdam because Mark and Ethan were very sick. We had to cancel 2 shows when we were there. So we'll be back in Amsterdam July 14th, do 2 shows. I don't know that we're gonna have all of our normal props and stuff, so we're gonna have to alter the show a bit. It's gonna be a little bit different than the original You're Welcome tour, just because the tour company like won't pay to ship all of our stuff out there just for 1 day, which, you know, business is business, I guess. So that's that. Nothing we can do about it, but because we're not gonna have all of our props, we have to alter the show a little bit. And I think they have this nice little like window here, so let's give them a nice little window. That's nice. That's very nice. And I don't know what color their windows are, but I like this paint can feature. It makes it coloring in stuff very easy. So yeah, we'll be back in Amsterdam for that. That is July 14th was that show. I don't know that we're gonna be able to do much outside of that, so let's just put Amster July 14th for 2 shows. So that's all we got going on in July. I've got Dana, my editor, and our friend Jess. Dana and Jess are gonna come visit us at the end of July. They're coming to stay with us for a week, so we won't be going anywhere then. Come August, I've got some family stuff going on. So one of the things that I went through recently is I'm gonna try to draw my dog Bella, which is I can't do her justice, so don't laugh. But when Molly and I were on our honeymoon, my dog Bella passed away. She was a little doxy, long body, so long it wouldn't even fit on the screen. So there's her, and she had little short stubby legs, so there's her short stubby legs. And her body was so long, she's a dachshund, so she doesn't even fit on the page. And she had cute little eyes that were less horrifying than that. And let's see, she had some, she was a happy dog, very happy. But she passed away while we were on our honeymoon from lymphoma, I think it was. And there was nothing really anybody could do. She didn't even have, I don't know what that is. What is that? Get rid of that. She had big floppy ears that connected to her head. But whenever I was younger, we took Bella on a trip to my grandpa's cabin in Kentucky. And we took her out on the boat, and she was so happy. She loved it. She loved everything about that trip. She loved going out in the water, and she loved hopping in the water and chasing after ducks and stuff, and just going around sniffing. And I don't know what that line is either. She was black and tan, so she had like a little bit of brown, like right there. and she had like a brown belly, and she was black on top. I posted pictures of her on Twitter before. I can't draw, so that, sure, I mean, that's, there you go. But it made me realize that I can't draw worth shit. Why did that do that? I've never gotten to take a trip like that with my mom, basically is what I'm thinking, what I'm trying to say out loud. And I really want to not regret not doing something with my family. Because, you know, I'm not getting any younger. My mom's not getting any, no one's getting younger. We're all getting older. And the last 6 years have just flown by. And I just really like to get to have some time with my mom and have like a fun family trip like that. You know, before something terrible happens. Old age catches up or something else, you know. I mean, you never know with life. Life can strike at any moment and take people. Well, she's, we'll just color her in manually. There's Bella. She's got like this little, yeah. So anyway, in August, I might be doing something like that with my family. And then the end of August, I'm taking another family kind of trip. So August is like a family month. September, we were hoping to go to West. I don't know 100% sure if that's happening or not yet. So I would say don't count on Molly and I being at PAX West. We would both like to go there. That's like our favorite city. That's the city I proposed to her in. But just things are looking like that might not happen. So I would say don't count on us for PAX West, but if we can make it, we would love to be there. That's that. September, we might have another trip with our friends. Might be going to like see D-Live or hang out with D-Live somewhere or something like that. That's a possibility, but we don't know anything for sure. And then October, the end of October, we leave to go to New Zealand and Australia for the You're Welcome tour, the last You're Welcome tour, at least the last one that we currently have booked. And we really wanted to do Australia and Asia, or Australia and Canada together, but Canada didn't work out and Asia didn't work out, and I don't know why. Those are all tour company questions. I don't have the answers. I wish I did. Poor Bella, this is not what you looked like. Listen, I don't mind sucking at drawing everything else, but my puppy was supposed to be pretty, and that's not. That looks more like a burnt loaf of bread that I spilt some coffee on, and that's not what Bella looked like. But you know, it's close enough. She had a tongue. Her tongue hung out. So there's my Bella. God, I'm sorry, Bella. I'm sorry. I can't draw. So yeah, anyway, Australia, New Zealand, we're leaving at the end of October for that. We'll be there like the first week of November, I think. So if you're in Australia, New Zealand, you can look at the You're Welcome tour stuff at markiplier.com/something. I don't know, just go there and you'll find the tour stuff. But that might be the last You're Welcome tour. I don't know the answer yet. We want to keep doing more, but it's hard to get all of us together to do the tours. And there's some other stuff that's just blech stuff that might stop those from happening, at least for a bit. I don't know. I don't have a clear answer for you on that. And then December, I think we're gonna go spend some time with Molly's family because we've never gone up to her family's to see her family around the holidays. So that's the way this year looks for me. Amsterdam, July. Australia. Octave. I don't know the exact dates off the top of my head for those tours, but you can go to markiplier.com and find that out. PAX West? Question mark? Do, 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 do. There you go. There's some nice question marks there for that. So yeah, that's my travel schedule right now. So odds are I won't be able to do much fan stuff outside of the tours. Maybe PAX West, but it's doubtful. And I don't think we're gonna be around for GDEX, which is the Columbus, Ohio convention. I don't know that I'll be able to make that this year. We'll see. It depends when the dates are. That's a maybe. However, next year, I don't know much other than next May, We're working on a convention that's going to be kind of like PAX. We're hoping that over the next few years we can build it to be a little bit more esports focused than PAX is, but it's called Pivot. And I will write that out for you guys. But I am one of the founding members of Pivot, and it's an esports convention in Cincinnati. Cincy, let's put Cincy, and it's in May of 19. So I would really love if you guys are interested in attending Pivot. And I can't talk a whole lot of details about it because we don't have stuff finalized, but it should be a really cool conference. We are trying our best to figure out how exactly we're going to build it. There's a lot of rules, especially around esports, and a lot of the games that do esports, like your Hearthstones, your Overwatch, your PUBG, your Fortnite, League of Legends, Call of Duty, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can list tons of esport games, but there's a lot of rules around doing tournaments for those games, especially if you're trying to get some of like the professional players that like some of the Overwatch teams, for example. There's all kinds of like professional Overwatch players that are in the Overwatch League. And we're hoping to have some of them like as guests and that kind of thing. But to host a tournament is tricky because the games themselves want to govern and control all of the tournaments that their games are a part of for esports, especially when there's tournaments where like there's prize money or prizes, et cetera, et cetera. So we've got to be careful about that and build it the right way. So I don't know how much of that'll be there the first year. It might look a lot more like PAX the first year, which is not necessarily our intention, but there's just a lot of, like I said, rules and a lot of handling of things the right way to get these companies to want to be on board with you. And being as Pivot has never actually existed before, other than like a small announcement party this year, we never actually had the convention itself. These companies are obviously like, we don't know you from Joe Schmo. Why are we gonna like let you do this? So we've got to like, kind of build it up to get to that point. But the location we're looking at hosting it at is really cool and very unique. I've never been to a convention that is done the way that we're hoping to do this one. That being said, it might end up being at a convention center by the time we get to next year. I don't know. I don't have the answer for you. But as of right now, we have some really cool ideas in place that I'm really hoping work out, and it could be an amazing convention. I'm trying to convince my friends to go. I think I got Bob on board. I got to see about Sean, Mark, and other creators. We want to get some esports players there. We have a whole lot we want to do. It's a challenge to go from wanting to do it to actually accomplishing it and making sure everyone's got free time then. So we will see. But it would be a great place to try to come next year and meet me if you guys would like to, and hopefully see some of my friends, some esports players, hopefully get to experience some cool games. We should be able to do amateur tournaments. So like we should be able to have a tournament where like say you can come sign up and play Hearthstone or Overwatch, something like that, Overwatch, something like that. And maybe we can do like a prize pool for you guys too. So if you guys are really good at playing a particular esports game and we have it, then we might have like a buy-in tournament where, you pay $5 or $10 or something, get into the tournament, and the winner gets a couple $1,000 or something. Like, I hope we can do something like that. Not because I want to charge you guys money to get into the tournament or whatever, but just so we can have it. Because I think that'd be a lot of fun. And the whole reason you have a buy-in to a tournament like that is to keep people from, well, one, you help build the prize pool, but two, you don't have 1,000 people sign up to play a 60-person game if there's a buy-in. Typically that reserves it for people that are serious about trying to compete and win, because you want to have a competitive tournament. I don't know, I've learned a lot about esports. I didn't know much about it, but whenever I started working on this, I was asked to be an expert in the gaming field, which I don't know that I am, but that's what they asked me to be, and I guess I've helped them out a decent enough amount, so maybe, hopefully. But anyway, enough about Pivot. I hope you guys are interested in it. Keep track of it, but enough about that. So that's travel and stuff. Now, I guess I could talk about the wedding some too, because that was kind of a big deal, and that happened. So let's save this as a nice little JPEG in our pictures, and we're gonna call this travel. I don't know, Wade bad at draw. So we'll save that like that. There we go. Boom. Oh look, there's some of the wedding photos. I posted these on Twitter, but here. Oh yeah, you know what? We'll just go through this album on here. Oh, I can't do it that way. Hold on, I got an idea. What if I go into my pictures. So if I like open up post one, I guess I should start here. So does that show up? No, it doesn't. I have to individually capture all. I can just send these to Dana. What am I doing? Okay, well anyway, Dana has to show this now. This is called Wedding Molly Dana Oh No. And I'm gonna send her all these photos. So now you can see Molly and Dana dabbing on the day of our Molly and my wedding. The day of Molly and my wedding, Dana and Molly dabbed. So you can either judge them or be appreciative of it. That's up to you. But that evidence exists and it's right there. I'm gonna go into post one now. And here we go. We got some nice pictures. This is rather than draw, I'm just gonna share this because I can't draw. This would take me too long. So this is a picture we took at the sunset of Molly and I at a dock. Unfortunately, the location, couldn't get the sunset behind us. There just wasn't a good spot for that. Just the way the woods were. We were in like a nice wooded area. So this is a nice picture of the dock, Molly and I on the dock. And she didn't like this picture, but I absolutely love the way she looks in this. She's just kind of looking off in the distance and her smile just looks so genuine. She just looks so happy. I look like a pale Crypt Keeper ghost. If you look at my neck or my hand, it is so grossly pale. Ugh, I look like a corpse. But Molly looks fantastic, despite what she says. She's so beautiful. And the next one is a picture of our niece Riley. Molly's holding Riley, her sister's baby. And the other two, Thomas on the left and Kaylee on the far right, are my niece and nephew. I don't know what's going on with my niece there, but she has a very interesting expression. So, I don't know if she was hungry and thought Riley looked like a beef stew or something, but there's that picture. Then there's Molly and I kissing after we were married. We were walking down the aisle to leave. And you can see like family and friends on either side looking back at us. You can see the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. I don't know what Bob's doing. He's just kind of like looking. There must have been something interesting going off to his right. But yeah, there's that picture. And then there's Molly and I right after we got to see each other for the first time. We were walking back down this path toward our venue. And we got that picture of her and I looking at each other there. So that's that. Here's post two. So this is a picture of the groomsmen and me. And we were all smiling and then they're like, do something weird. Touch him. And they're all like, oh, we'll do that. And so they all, like, you can tell Jesse was a little hesitant to come to the party. Like, he doesn't do YouTube and stuff. He was like, maybe I'll touch him. But Bob and Tyler and Mark, they got way too into this. It was flipping creepy. But it's a good picture. I think it turned into a good picture. Just really creepy. And here's the bridesmaids and the groomsmen looking at Molly and I having a kiss. My sister's on the bottom left, then Dana, then me, Molly, Molly's sister, and our friend Jess. And on the top, obviously, got Bob, Mark, Tyler, and Jesse. They were judging us. I don't know why, but sick bastards just judging us for our kiss. And you can see like there's a really bright spot in the middle of the photo, like it's right this part of my head right here. And I feel like the photographer did some unjust work to make me look like I'm balding or something. Or maybe it's a really great picture and I'm actually balding, which is more likely. But our photographer honestly did an awesome job. They were great. And I hope our video turns out great too. I'm going to be releasing that on YouTube when it's done. And here's Molly with the bridesmaids, the same order as last time. That's just a really good picture of all of them together, smiling and happy. And then Molly and Dana are kind of cuddling a little bit, which, you know, it's fine. We weren't married yet. They're allowed. Honestly, they'll probably still do it anyway, because they don't care about boundaries. But whatever. And here's a good picture. Oh, so this is one of the pictures of all of us smiling before Molly and I kissed and they gave us that weird expression. It's a little bit bright. Like, I feel like Molly and I are washed out just a tiny, tiny bit. But it's a good photo of all of us there together nonetheless. And I think the lighting looks really good on the guys in the back, but it was probably just a little bit too bright for us up in the front. That could be venue lighting too, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's that post. And there are 8 of these. That's post 2 of 8. So if you guys don't want to see wedding stuff, like this is probably the end of the vlog, me posting this wedding stuff. So here's post 3. This is Molly and her bridesmaids. This is her with my sister. God, she just looks so pretty. I got such a gorgeous wife. I'm so lucky. And there's her cuddling Dana again. I don't know, they dabbed together, they cuddled together. Like, I'm lucky there were no objections during the wedding, because otherwise these two might have gotten married instead. And there's Jess and Molly showing some leg. I've got nothing else to say about that. I don't know if they cuddled after this or not. I was not there to witness this. There's Molly and her sister, and looking very pretty together. You can tell they're sisters, like, they don't look identical, but they just, I don't know how to describe the features that they share, but you can just tell that you can tell they're sisters. And they get along like sisters too. They're very close, but they also have like those silly bickerings where it's like a normal person would just be like, but because they're sisters, they're like, what's to it? Ah. They twirl their mustaches because they're sisters. And they're like, oh, I have a moment to nitpick at you. Ooh. So, siblings, I don't know. If you guys have siblings, you understand. If you don't have siblings, then either you're very lucky or very unlucky, depending on how you look at it. Here's post 4. This is me and the groomsmen. So I've got no explanation for. I'm going to Bob. They're like, hey, do something silly. Like, we have some nice pictures of us just smiling, but those are boring. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna share this picture of me looking like I'm trying to rip off Bob's tie. And he's like resting his hand on an imaginary like dresser behind him while I'm ripping off his tie. He looks a little bit nervous, but also you can kind of see the smile, whereas I'm just like flat out giddy to be holding his tie. I got no other explanations. I don't know. It's weird. Jesse, again, isn't like the rest of us, where he's just willing to be an idiot. He needed some convincing. So about the silliest thing we got him to do was to flex with me. And that's only because he works out regularly, and you can see some muscle tone there on his right arm on the left side. Whereas my shoulder is probably the most muscular, and that's not even actually my shoulder, that's just where the suit like puffs up. But I've lost a little bit of my muscle, my YouTube. I'm trying. I mean, I still got a little bit of tone, but not what I had when I was younger. So, yeah. And then Mark, so, okay. They told Mark and I to jump, and we did this several times. This is the best picture of us jumping, but there is one where I actually jumped high. Like, I didn't know he was gonna go all out with it, because I just did like a little baby jump there. I swear I can jump higher than Mark. I'm a good jumper. I used to be able to dunk basketballs, okay? And I just did like this little baby bunny hop, and Mark went like full flipping ninja in the air with his legs out and his like hands like at the ready, and I'm just like, let me flex and jump while I do this weird thing with my toes and point them down. I don't know what I was doing, okay? But I thought this was a pretty good picture. I don't know what our expressions are, but I look at him like there's a face of betrayal, like, I can't believe you jumped so high. And he's like, I'm not really that high, I just spread my legs to make it look like I'm higher. Oh, I convinced them all. And that's that picture. And then Tyler decided to make out with the top of my head. Again, I don't know why. Everyone loves this picture. It was very unexpected. He was like, oh, I'm gonna piggyback. And I was like, piggyback? And he just jumped. He just went for it. And then I don't know why his lips are there on my head. But that's all I gotta say about that. All right, post 5, explanations. This will be a quicker one. This is more just like some of the stuff at our wedding. Like, these are our champagne flutes. They say 2 hearts, 1 love, Wade and Molly, May 26, 2018, which is our wedding date. And we had these custom made for us, and we still have them. We got to keep them. We also had like a cake knife and a like serving thing for the cake that are engraved as well. But we really like those, and it's got like the 2 hearts locked together, and we thought they were pretty cute. And they weren't that expensive until we went to engrave them, and the engraving cost a lot of money, which was kind of like, because we saw they had like a sale, and they're like, oh yeah, you can get this whole set of all 4 or 5 of these items for like $60. And I was like, oh, I mean, $60 is a lot, but for how good they look, I mean, and the fact they're engraved, I can't say no to that. So I agreed, we got through all of it, and then they're like, all right, and here we go, it's gonna be like $30 or $40 extra per item for the engraving, and that added up real flippin' quick. But we liked them enough, and we were like, well, we only get married once, so we got them engraved, and we're still probably gonna be paying for those the rest of our lives, right next to my student loans, which I'm still paying for, despite the fact I graduated 7 years ago. Here's Molly dancing with her dad, and you can kind of see some of our friends blurred out in the background. That's, I think, Nin and Dan on the left. You can see Christine behind Dan. Our friends Dan and April to the right of them. And to the far right, I can't really tell whose table that is right there from this picture because it kind of blurred it out. But Molly had a really nice dance with her dad, and you could tell that they were having a nice conversation. Whenever I was doing our first dance and my dance with my mom, I just talked the whole time because I was so nervous. I'm not a dancer. I will get in front of a stage, I'll get in front of 10,000 people and make a fart joke. But as soon as I have to like sing or dance, I get very nervous. And so dancing in front of everybody, all dressed up, with all eyes on us, I was just like blabbing the whole time, trying to like not think about the fact that I had to dance. But yeah, you can tell they looked real cute dancing together and stuff. And there's Molly with her niece, Riley. I don't remember, I don't know if this is the picture our photographer took, or our friend Nicole took a fantastic picture of Molly with Riley. And I don't know if this is that picture, if this is the one our photographer took. I can't say for sure, but they both got some really good pictures of Molly with Riley. And she's just a very cute, sweet baby. And makes Molly and I question whether or not we ever want to have kids. We were like, no kids. And then her sister had Riley, and we were like, maybe one day kids. But we'll see. We'll see. And here's me with my mom. Our friends Aaron and Andrew off to the left, and some of our friends from Minnesota. Molly's longtime friends from Minnesota are behind them there. And up on the deck, we have family. I can't make out who from this picture right away, but my mom and I walked out, and I'm just going to share this with you. When I was young and my mom would drive around in the car, we had a cassette player in the car, and she would listen to Eric Clapton. And as a kid, my favorite Eric Clapton song was Cocaine, which is not a good song as far as like what it means or what the lyrics are. But I almost made my first dance song with my mom, Cocaine. And in fact, until like the day of the wedding, that was the song. And the day of, she found out and she's like, we can't dance to that, make it something else. So we changed it to Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. So it was still a Clapton song, but a little bit more wedding friendly. But when we came out to dance, we were kind of doing like the Pulp Fiction dance, the like arms to the side and the little head shake with the peace signs over the eyes. So that was me doing the peace signs, and we started kind of grooving. I can't really show, but you know, like the little hip twist with your arms at your sides that they do in Pulp Fiction. If you've never seen Pulp Fiction, you should watch it. But I think it's Uma Thurman and John Travolta, their dance together. So we started off our dance like that, and then we got together and actually did a normal mother-son. I was gonna say father-daughter dance, but that would be other way around, mother-son dance. Only a few more, I'm sorry, you don't have to watch. You could leave if you want, or stick around for more wedding stuff. Here's Tyler giving his best man speech, and he was saying something particularly like, he's probably telling a bad story about me at this point, so you can tell I'm like glaring at him. I'm like, don't you dare. And Molly looks interested like, what's this story Tyler has? And I'm like, Tyler, don't you dare. And he's not even looking, he's like full out looking at the audience at this point. He doesn't even want to look me in the eye while I don't remember what part this was, but I remember giving him that look a couple times during his speech. But he did a great job. He gave a great speech. I got teary-eyed a couple times. He got emotional a couple times, and it was full of laughter. It was really well done. Really well done speech. We gave him a lot of shit before the wedding about it, but he delivered a great speech, and he set up a great bachelor party for me too. He's a great man. If you guys don't follow Apocalypto12, you should. Tyler's a great person. And I'm very thankful he's one of my best friends. Best man at my wedding. Oh, okay. And speaking of him giving away bad stories at the wedding, here's Molly betraying me. A couple weeks before the wedding, we have a talk. I bring this up. I say, hey, you're gonna look so pretty on our wedding day. I don't know if I want to like smear cake in your face and like ruin your makeup, because there's so much work that goes into like the bride on the wedding day. And she's like, oh yeah, that's fine. We can not do that or whatever. And so after we cut the cake, I get my fork and I get a little piece on it for her, and she goes to pick up a piece with her hand. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess she's gonna feed me by hand. And so I get ready to feed her the piece, and she looks at me, and I know by the look that some shit's about to go down, and boom, right into my mustache and up my nose. And then after she gets me, she smears it everywhere, all through my beard, my eyebrows, into my nose, my hair. It's on my, like you can see some of the icing on my tux there, down the side of the tux. It was a disaster. I had to spend like 10 minutes in the bathroom to clean up my face after, which was odd because I had some really nice conversations. It's like a 2-person bathroom. There's a stall and a urinal in the men's room. And just people keep flooding into the bathroom, and I just keep talking to everyone while I'm in there. I have some great talks while I'm trying to get the icing on my beer. Like, people are taking a pee or whatever, and I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? You enjoying the wedding? Oh, don't mind me. Like, blowing my nose, just icing coming out. It just kept happening for the whole time I was in there. So I got to have some nice conversations, but she betrayed me. This picture I just couldn't not post. This is Pat and Marie and Gar on the right, and Cerulean, who has made all my emotes on Twitch on the left. And some of my friends in the background. I think I recognize my friend Shelby there. I can't tell who else is in that picture. It might be Scott or Bryce and Natalie, maybe? I can't tell. I think that's who it is. But if you look at Patrick's face, it's like all their faces are great, but if you look at Patrick's face, the way he has his head back and his lips puckered, it looks like he doesn't have a nose. So it looks like one of those like meme faces where it's just the eyes and the mouth and they like crop out the nose area, just like bring them together. He looks like he actually just has that face naturally. And I died laughing the first time I saw this. And I had to post it and share it with everybody else, and I hope that they reacted the same way. And I'm pretty sure he's also got purple tie and purple pants on, because he's Patrick and he wanted to be Patrick. But everyone looked very nice for the wedding, despite this picture. And I'm sure Marie will be very thankful that I posted this one. And here's the dance floor, which I didn't expect anybody to dance at our wedding. But if this is a word of like, this is something you should probably do for yours if you guys get married. What we did is whenever we sent out our invitations, we said like, or the RSVP, we sent out the invitations, or we sent out save the dates, then we sent out our RSVPs. And on the RSVP, we was like, hey, I will be attending with X amount of guests, or I will not be attending with X amount of guests. And then at the bottom we put, and I will definitely dance if you play this song. And we had a line where people could put a song. And a lot of our friends wrote down songs. Some of them wrote down bunches of songs. I think Ceruli or someone wrote down on the back, they had like a whole list of music. But it helped us figure out what songs to play at the wedding, because we had to fill like 4 hours worth of time with songs. And having our friends pick them was very helpful. Plus, since they picked them, they were all songs that they wanted to dance to. And so everybody was dancing the whole reception. Like Molly and I were out trying to meet up and say thank you to everybody for the most part. But everybody else was just rocking it on the dance floor, and it was awesome. In this picture, there's some kind of weird cult circle. You can see Bridgie on the far left, AJ next to her, Nin, and then I can't tell if that's Gar. Might be Gar. Christine, my nephew, Abby. I don't know who is that. Mandy? Oh, maybe Mandy's dress. I see right there. And I think that's Flexi. I can't tell for sure because I can't see the face. But JP in the middle with his tie like flying around him. And in the distance you can see like me with my tux without the jacket on. And I'm sure Molly's right next to me there. And a lot of our friends gathered up. But there's just this cult circle around JP while he's taking off his tie and just jumping. And I don't know the story behind this, but I wish I would have noticed it while it was happening. Because at some point in the night, I saw JP with his tie, or like in his hand, going wild. I saw Gar with his tie around his forehead. People, like, I don't know what happened on that dance floor. Things got crazy. And I had nieces and nephews there that shouldn't have seen all that. They were a part of it. They were a part of it. That picture is saved on my computer as Wedding Cult Dance 2. All right, next. Okay, so here's another photo of our friends. I can see Bridgie, Nin, Dan, Christine, Amy, Mark, Nicole, Jess. I can't tell if that's Kaylee right in front of me, in front of the camera there. I don't know who was wearing that. I think that might be Kaylee. Brian and Morgan, and I don't know who was wearing that flower dress. I should know who's wearing the black dress with the purple flowers, but I can't tell for sure from this side. And I think I can see Scarlett on the far right there. Who was wearing that flower dress? I probably just named them in the last photo if they were in it. It's hard for me to remember everyone's attire during the wedding. But another photo of our friends together. Try to get a few of those. But here's one of them as well. I get all these photos are like of the same people. I didn't intend for that to be. I don't know why. I guess our photographers didn't get into the other side of the venue to get everyone else's photos as much, but you can see Dan and Nin and Bridgie, Scarlett, the back of Scarlett's head, Gar, AJ, M. In the back, you can kind of make out Catherine, I think Amy, Cena and Sean, I think Mandy over there, Nicole. I think I can see Patrick down there behind my friend Dan. I can't tell the very far back table, and I can't see like N2N or DLive in this photo. This is some more of my friends, another angle, kind of the same. But you can see our wedding table in the back there, with the bridesmaids and Molly. You can see my bald ass head right there, and some of the groomsmen. It's kind of blocking Jesse because there's a pole there. And okay, so here's the table with. Oh, is that Catherine's dress? That must be Catherine in that black dress that I saw before. She's got the purple flowers, so that must have been Catherine's dress. You can see Tyler, Cena, there's I think Amy right here on the bottom left corner, Sean, Mandy, Mia, Ethan, Brian, Morgan, and Nicole. And in the back you can see N2N and JP and DLive. The back of Drea's head. I think you can see Craig kind of to the left of DLive with Patrick right behind Ethan's head. Can't really see Marie in this photo. More of our friends and family in the background. And our last post, and then I can end this vlog, which has gone on for an hour. Okay, this is an hour-long vlog of me showing pictures and drawing. Whoops. Here's our friends, Christine and Dan and Gar and AJ, Nin, Bridgie and Scarlett. Smiling for the camera. They were probably forced to pose for this. Here's some of Molly's friends from Minnesota that have become my friends over the last few years, but they were her friends first. She's known them for a long time. Okay, here's Craig and DLive, JP, N2N. Again, the back of Drea's head, Patrick and Marie. You can see some of our family up top. A really, really gorgeous venue. N2N looks like he's wondering why he showed up. He's regretting everything. He could have been playing PUBG right then. JP's thinking, I could have been screwing over Wade and Uno right now. DLive probably just caught something in Pokemon Go, and Craig looks like he's up to no good. And Patrick is literally playing Pokemon Go right there. People showed me that. They zoomed in and showed me the evidence of him playing Pokemon Go right there. Cannot believe. Maybe that's why N2N's looking judgmental. He's like, everyone's playing Pokemon Go at their wedding. I'm trying to have a good time and enjoy myself and not play that. But you can see our pretty tablecloths with like the lace linen. It's like a peach tablecloth with the lace linen and our blue goblets. We actually bought those the glasses, the blue glasses you see there, at like a dollar store. We bought like 150 of them. We had to go around to like $6 stores around Cincinnati to find them for the wedding, but they're like the same cobalt blue that our wedding was. So we bought them just for the wedding, and we have all of them in boxes here because no one like decided to keep it or anything, which they could have, I guess. We didn't tell them that. I guess it's not customary to take a glass unless someone tells you can, so I'm kind of glad they didn't, because that would have looked awkward if they weren't our glasses. But we have a box of 150 blue glasses I don't know what we're going to do with, but yay us. And there's me chatting with my buddy Ryan. You can see JP and Gar doing some weird shit behind Molly and I. Molly's chatting with Bridgie. You can see Sean next to Mark, I think. Dan looking over like he's either really tired, really high, or just really happy and tired. And Brian looks like he just saw something that will haunt him for the rest of his life. Which is probably accurate. And that's it for the wedding photos. Oh, pardon me, I've got the hiccups. I've got to show you. I'm sorry this video is like, I don't even know how long this is now, but I'm so sorry it ended up being so long. I just wanted to share some stuff with you, draw some stuff for you guys and whatever. But thank you for listening. If you stuck with me through the whole end, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see some of you in Australia and Amsterdam here soon. And if I'm able to make it to West, I'd love to meet you guys there. Keep up with Pivip, P-I-V-I-P, which is a nice little spin on VIP and PvP, which I think is why the name is that. I didn't name it, but I approve. I like it. Pivip rolls off the tongue. PAX, Pivip. Kind of just work together. BlizzCon. It's maybe it's not an upper echelon convention yet because it's never happened, but it will be. And I hope you guys are interested and come hang out and have fun. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for whatever comes next, which is probably not a 50-minute vlog of me bullshitting. Until next time, see ya, guys.